Good morning. Good morning. Dr. Abbott here. Just wanted to make a few comments about some things that are really important for the mental health community to keep in mind for anyone dealing with mental health struggles, whether it be depression, anxiety, PTSD, OCD. Um, this channel is at the moment specifically focused on OCD. Um, really just the importance of self-care, and obviously self-care is something that you hear about a lot these days, and people think that that means you're going to the spa and you're getting seaweed wraps and salt scrubs and you're drinking spring water and you're up in the mountains in a French chalet or something like that, and that can certainly be what self-care looks like as well. But for more of the day-to-day self-care, number one, I would just say that having a solid, healthy self-compassion is really important. Kimberly Quinlan, who is amazing, wrote this book it's called The Self-Compassion Workbook for OCD. When I first heard about it, the idea of self-compassion seemed really foreign to me, and I thought, wow, it seems like that would be counterproductive. Doesn't seem like that's something that would be very helpful for people dealing with OCD. But as I read through it and look at it, it seems to make more and more sense, especially if you come from a background that is relatively underdeveloped in compassion. So if compassion was not part of how you were raised, part of your upbringing, or part of your educational or work environment, that can be really, really helpful. Basically just not blaming yourself, giving yourself space and time to feel what it is that you feel, think what it is that you're thinking, and just have space for that. Give yourself space for that without judgment, without judging yourself. So I am feeling guilt, anger, fear. I am having this intrusive thought or that intrusive thought, and just allowing it to be there and not judging yourself and jumping to the conclusion, oh, that must mean that I'm a bad person, or that I'm undeserving of this, that, or the other thing, or of assuming that you need to judge yourself because you shouldn't be feeling that way or you shouldn't be thinking that way. None of those things are helpful. So it's really important to have self-compassion in terms of just letting yourself be where you are. And then a journey of 1,000 steps starts with one, right? So you then take a step forward in your recovery and in your development from wherever it is that you are. And with the help of your therapist, with the help of different books like the one that I suggested by Kimberly Quinlan, with the IOCDF website, with the support of friends and family if you can receive it, with strengthening your connection with the Creator if you happen to be someone who is spiritual or religious, whatever way that you want to connect with the Creator, that can also be helpful. But anything that can stabilize you. Destabilizing things would be self-medication like alcohol and drugs and things. I wouldn't put that under the category of self-compassion. Those are pulling you away, right? You want to look at things that are more nurturing to your mind and body. So that brings me to the second thing, which is just looking after your body in that way, making sure you're getting proper nutrition, make sure you're getting enough water, make sure you're not drinking too much coffee, which I am definitely guilty of. Making sure that you're getting adequate sleep, making sure you're meditating if that's something that you're open to, and that helps you. Journaling, gratitude journal. There's something you can do called a victory journal where you journal once a day or once a week, one win from that week or several wins from that week or day. That helps to keep you on track. Getting outside, going for a walk, getting some sunshine, making sure your house is warm enough or cool enough, just little things like that. There's no reason to not meet as many of your physiological needs as possible throughout your recovery process, right? This is not a boot camp where you're meant to be uncomfortable. It's you want to support yourself in every way you possibly can. So definitely the adequate physiological self-care. And then third thing I wanted to mention is just making sure that you're connected with a strong sense of community. The more of a sense of community that you can get, the better. And I used to kind of think that was not as important, but as it turns out, no matter what it is you're doing, whether you're like the Winter Olympics just started today, right? So if you happen to be an Olympian, you're probably gonna hang out with other Olympians or other people that are in training for that specific sport. If you're really active in your church, you're gonna hang out with other parishioners. If you're into reading and writing, you're probably going to be part of a book club or something like that. It's just having that sense of community in whatever it is that you like to do, or whatever it is that you're working on in recovery is going to be helpful. That's why people who are dealing with alcoholism, they'll go very often to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings because it's really helpful to have that strong community support. Same thing for people that have dealt with trauma and abuse history. Same thing with people dealing with depression, anxiety, same people that have lost a child or an adult child, or people that have gone through a divorce, whatever it is. It's always good to have a strong support community. So if you can find a strong support community regarding obsessive compulsive disorder, there are communities online. Again, you can go through IOCDF. Look at different places online. It is super helpful to be around other people who have had similar experience to you, people that understand where you're coming from and what you've experienced and dealt with. So valuable, especially with something like OCD, because so many people don't understand it or think they understand it, and they really have the wrong ideas about it. So just a quick word today, and I hope that that's helpful. God bless everyone who watches this in your hearts, minds, and bodies. And I just pray that God bless you and facilitate your healing in every way possible. And I hope to see you soon. All right, God bless. Take care, guys.